Yo, HVACers, look what I'm doing. I'm pulling a vacuum on a unit, but look at the view. Guess where I'm at? You're not gonna be able to guess. Fort Lee, New Jersey. Anyways, I'm pulling a vacuum on a unit. We made a small repair. Pressure tested, no leaks. Pulling this vacuum. I'm pulling from the liquid line and the suction line. Okay, how can you know? You can follow the pipes. Well, what are the pipes? Let me show you the pipes. Okay, we have compressor here, compressor here. This is your discharge. I can see because it's visually smaller than my suction. So when you follow the line, they share the, wait, why is there two separate lines coming into one? Oh, because this is what you call tandem compressors. Tandem. Ready? Look, this suction is going into this line and his suction is going to that line. And they share one suction. Discharge. His discharge line's going here, her discharge line's going here. Oh, into one line. So it's one circuit, but I'm pulling from two different places. The liquid line and the suction line. Anyways, here's my micron gauge right here. What do I want it below? Somebody tell me, microns. How many microns do I need? Now listen, I'm not as informative or scientific or technical as a bunch of these other guys on here. They're all good for that. This, I'm kind of just sticking to the real basics because it's simple, and honestly, I don't know all the scientific stuff behind it, and I'm not going to try to pretend like I do because I don't. Anyways, so what we're doing pulling a vacuum, we're literally just sucking all the air and moisture out of the system. This vacuum pump is sucking all of this air, moisture, out of the system, literally creating a negative inside the system so that we don't have any non-condensables or anything like that in the system that could potentially harm the unit. So once I'm ready to charge, I'll show you that. I'm below my micron minimum. 468. I want to be below 500. I pull it down a little bit more just because it can. Then I'm going to charge the unit via the nameplate charge. Take a look at this stuff. 355. And counting. How do I know what to charge it with? Look at the nameplate. Nameplate. Factory charge 9.5 pounds. What's going to happen next? We're going to charge it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to close my valves. The valves that I'm pulling a vacuum from, which is my liquid line and my suction line here. Now going to shut off my vacuum pumper. Okay. Then I'm going to remove my vacuum hoses carefully so I don't like untwist this, because once I do that, you're going to break the vacuum. So I got my tank on the scale. We're going to write 32 pounds on our tank. So my tare weight, 32 pounds. Once we bled our hose up to the valve, which is what we did, you zeroed out your scale. You can start to let the refrigerant into the unit. And we're almost at 9 pounds. There we are. Once we're done charging, which I am, I close that valve. I'll take the hose off, put in the Schrader cores, and call it a day. And that's it for me. Happy HVAC. Hope you enjoy it.